Hi friends, this is Sandy from Scrapbooks Blessings Club, and I have Day 3's blog hop post. It's the 12 days of Christmas that we're doing. We are taking a one sheet wonder template and making 12 cards from it. So this is a 12 by 12 piece of designer paper is what we're going to need, but this here is my template. And we're going to be doing card number 3, which would be C's. And that is 3 pieces of 3 1/4 and then 1 piece of 2 3/4. So I'll have the link where you can download the template, and I'll have the measurements on my blog. It's www.scrapbooksblessings.com. scrapbookblessings.blogspot.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Move that out of the way. Okay, we are going to do just a regular A2 card, which is 8.5 by 11, cut and then folded in half. I have my first piece of mat here, which I have it cut, so it's going to cover the whole front of the card. And this one is measuring, just double check, yeah, 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, and then here is my other piece of cardstock mat. Little green accents, and this is measuring by 4 2/4. Okay, now these are on the coordinations paper. It's where you can sand it and stuff, so the one side's brown but the other side has the colors. So this is what we're going to be using for all of our cards. Okay, so let's get started. For this project we're going to be embossing. So we're going to need our embossing powder, which this is Whispers Opaque and Seafoam White. And then I have my stamp press here with a Merry Christmas stamp. And the stamp came from, let me grab it here, Kaiser Craft. It is the Dear Santas. So very pretty. It's this one down here that we're going to be using. Okay, and then of course my Versamark ink pad and my little powder tray, and then we're going to use this little cute snowflake. I got this little one, oh goodness, Walmart's last year day after Christmas sale. I think I got a pack for 10 cents and I had like a pack of 50 of them. So we're going to use one of these. Okay, put that off to the side. Now, before I put down my mat, I want to show you what I did on the back here. Is I went ahead, and this is what I like to do. I like to do like a little sample, and that way I can make sure that my stamp looks nice with the embossing, because not all the stamps look very nice. Some of the powders are fine, and some are a little bigger, so when you heat it and it explodes, sometimes what you get is just a jumbled mess of letters and you can't tell what they are. And that's happened to me so many times that I have decided from now on I always do a little sample to make sure that it's going to come out how I want it to look. Okay, so I guess that's my tip for this card, is to go ahead on the back side of your mat or on a different piece of paper and do like a tester before you actually do it on your card. Okay, so let's go ahead and get my tape, my ATG gun. Here we go. And we're going to tape that on. Tape it on this side. And I'm just going to cover the whole sheet of paper. Okay. Most of the time it comes out good. Sometimes I might have to do a little trimming, like I might have to trim just a little here at the top. But for the most part, it looks good when you put it all the way on as a cover. You might say, well, why don't you just use a piece of red cardstock and just make your card all red? The white cardstock is cheaper. I can get a pack of Georgia Pacific cardstock at Walmart for $4 for like 300 pieces versus for $4 for 25 if I do the pack of red. So I always go ahead and just cut off what I need and I put it on a white card. Okay, so I guess that's my tip number 2, my frugal tip. Okay, so what we're going to do after you have that is I have my second mat here. And we're going to go ahead and put that down. And this is going to go right here at the top. Okay, so I have the top of my card and the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my little pieces of pattern paper. Now, a couple days ago, I did the back. I did a video on how to do your own pattern paper. So I really wanted to use this red snowflake design, but it was plain white on the back. So I went ahead and I stamped, and I'll show you how I stamped the pattern, and went ahead and made it my own like little pattern paper. Okay, so this is what we're going to be using. We're actually going to use the red on the top here. And then we're going to use the other side for the bottom. Okay, so there's my top. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put these on the bottom. Just like so. Now you can keep them straight the way I have them, or you can go ahead and you can cut little points and make little banners for them. Okay, I've done them both ways and it looks really cute. For this card, I'm just going to go ahead and keep it straight. So let's go ahead and adhere those. Now what I do is I'm going to take the middle one, and I'm actually using the line here to help place it, to try to get them right in the middle where I want it. So I'll put the middle one down. And then we're going to come over here to the edge of the green, right along here, and we're going to put the one side, and then we're going to go ahead and do the other side. And we're going to do that right along the edge of the green on the other side. So that way, I have my top paper done, and now here's my bottom. So far so good. Looks really cute. Now for my embossing, oh, there's a little piece sticking. Let me get that. I'll just take my pen, and that's usually what I do when there's little pieces that are sticking up that I didn't get good on with the tape gun. I'll just take my glue pen and I'll go ahead and put those down. Okay, so next step is going to be our embossing. So I have my stamp here. I have my Versamark, which this is a watermark stamp pad, so it is clear but it's sticky. And I'm going to go ahead and line it up, and I'm just going to try to get it straight. That looks good. Press down. And then I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle on my powder. Okay, and then sprinkle those off. Tap that off. Okay. Now you might have said, well, why didn't you use the embossing buddy for it and to do the embossing? This is a smooth, thin piece of paper, so it really doesn't stick to the paper, versus if I would have did it on a heavier cardstock that has like the little grooves. The embossing powder, I know, sticks more on that. Get the little ends. So that looks good. We're going to go right here and get this little end and make sure it's all covered. Okay. Get a little bit more on there. Okay, so let's put that off to the side. And then give me 1 second. I'm going to heat this bad boy up. Go in circles. Okay, I'm done heating up my Merry Christmas. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my snowflake right in the middle. And for that, I'm going to use my SIG two-way soft squeeze and roll pen. And I'm just going to squeeze some glue right on the back side of the snowflake. There we go. I'm going to flip them over and I'm going to put my snowflake. Okay, let's see. Where do I want it? In the corner, the middle. Oh, I think for this one, I'm going to go ahead in the middle. Try to decide. Now, and to finish it off, I'm going to grab my little case here of tools. I'm going to grab my Stella clear. This is the clear gloss, oh goodness gracious, the clear glitter pen. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put some of that shimmer right here on the card. Okay, and then I'm actually going to take it over the leaf here and cover that up, and then I'm going to take it right across. And there you have it. This is number 3. Card number 3. Okay. So here you go. Here is our final card. You can kind of see where the shimmer is if you can look in the red there. So we have, let me prop the other ones. Day 1, Day 2, and now we're going for Day 3. Okay, so I am glad that you were here. I'm looking forward to day number 4 of our blog hop. Until next time, have a nice night. Bye-bye.